My name is Dawn Christensen, and this is my pro-life story. In August of 2001, my husband and I became pregnant with our first child. And I remember the day that I became pregnant because I remember being very tired, achy, very thirsty, worn down. I just felt crummy. And little did I know that that was just a taste of what I was going to experience over the pregnancy. By the end of September, I was no longer able to work, and by the middle of October, my health was very bad. My husband had picked up extra hours. He was working second shift, extra hours to make ends meet. And he came home from work one night, and I was on the floor in the bathroom, and I was gray, he said. And I don't remember very much about it. I was in and out of consciousness, but I couldn't get up. I couldn't even crawl. And I would sit up and get sick in the toilet and then lay back down. And he had taken me to an ER a few days before, and they kind of brushed it off, said it was no big deal, that it's really normal for me to be pretty sick with the first child. And this time he called a different ER at another local hospital, and they said, yeah, you better bring her in. So he half carried, half drugged me to the car and drove to the hospital, and they met us at the door with a wheelchair and took one look at me and brought me in. And over the course of the next 5 hours, they gave me 5 liters of fluid. And over the course of 2 days, it was a total of 9 liters. But in those first few hours, here we were, 5-6 liters down. And they kept coming to me and saying, do you have to use the restroom yet? Do you have to use the restroom yet? And I would say, no. And at the time, I was really in and out of consciousness. I really didn't know what was going on. But as I look back, I realized that every time that they did that, they'd get this really concerned look on their face when I would say no. And I didn't know it, but my kidneys had shut down. And they were worried that they wouldn't start working again, even with all the hydration that they had given me. I was in pretty bad shape. I was in really bad shape. And my family started praying and got their church praying, and my kidneys began working again. But over the course of the pregnancy, I was hospitalized 4 times. It was a very difficult 9 months. My nausea was extremely difficult to manage. And we just prayed with all the medicine that I had and everything that our child would be born healthy. And we gave birth to an 8-pound, 8-ounce daughter, screaming and beautiful and perfectly healthy. And I just held her, and I said to myself, I would do this 50 times for this child. She is completely worth it. I could do this again for her. And I could have been the poster child for the health of the mother. I was hospitalized a lot. I had a lot of different problems, and I even have some long-term effects from the difficult pregnancy that I've had. But God blessed us with that little girl, and she was healthy and beautiful, and she was worth it. And we named her Eliana. It's a Hebrew name. It means God has answered our prayers, because He did. He kept her safe in spite of all that I went through. And not only did God keep that child safe, but He went on to bless us with 4 more children, all difficult pregnancies, and all completely worth it. And this is why I support organizations like Life Matters Worldwide, because life does matter. And how many women just need the chance to endure through whatever difficulties they face, to have the opportunity to be blessed with a child and blessed as a mother, because life is worth it, and what you endure for your children is worth it.